All right, everyone, this big patch is out and the servers have only actually been up for a few hours. I've been awake and playing the game since the servers went up, and just a few hours in here, you guys can see I'm up bright and early recording this because I wanted to get into some really important stuff here, and I wanted to get this video out there sooner rather than later so that you guys can take advantage of this stuff as much as you possibly can. So let's go ahead and jump into it here, and let's start off with a big one, and this is actually going to be a freebie. It's going to be a coupon code, and I can also confirm that this coupon code works for the NA-EU region as well as the SEA Southeast Asia region as well. So you guys will be able to take advantage of it, unlike, unfortunately, a lot of the other codes that I've shared with you guys. And what this code is going to be for is it's going to be for a 15-day value pack. Now, I'll go ahead and show you guys the code right there. You guys can see it. And very importantly, what I do want to say about this, though, is if you guys are a low spender or you are completely free to play, you do not want to use this value pack right away. You want to actually really time it carefully for when you plan on listing a lot of stuff on the central market, because that's going to be the biggest feature of the value pack is the bonus to the silver acquisition and the amount of silver that you actually get when you collect your sales from the central market. You know, there's that 30% tax. But basically, and this is a rough approximation, it's a little bit different than this, but just to give you a general idea, what the value pack does is it cuts that tax basically in half. So instead of the 30% tax, you basically pay a 15% tax instead. Again, it's a little different, but just for video purposes, that's close enough there. Very, very big deal there. Like, it's a very big deal. The amount of silver that you take from the tax is already really big, even with the value pack. You don't want the game taking more silver than they have to from your central market sales. So that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, benefits to the value pack. And if you don't really spend any money or very little money on the game, you're obviously not going to have the value pack active at all times. And you're going to want to time it so that you save a bunch of stuff, you end up selling it, and then you use your value pack, and then you go to your central market and you collect your silver sales so you get the benefit of the value pack. Now, I will also say, those of you guys who don't know how to redeem a code in-game, very simply, all you have to do is go over to the adventure support right there, go to use coupon, and right here you can enter your code, click use, and then what will happen is it'll actually get sent over right here to your mailbox. And you can see that I actually redeemed mine not too long ago, because it's going to be at the very top here where it says Event Value Pack 15 days. That is the one from the code right there. And you can see valid until August 14th. You want to make sure you claim it. There's no expiration on the actual value pack here, but there is an expiration on the mail. I just left mine for video purposes here. But just because you claim it doesn't mean that you want to use it right away, especially if you're free to play or a low spender. Be careful and time it properly so that you get the absolute most out of it that you possibly can. Now, I actually have some other stuff here and some other goodies, and I want to share with you guys a couple of other codes here that you can go ahead and redeem. Now, these ones I'm not 100% sure which regions are going to have access. I know NA will. I believe EU is also going to have access to these codes. I'm not 100% sure about Southeast Asia, but I'll go ahead and post them anyway here, and you guys can go ahead and try them out. These ones are not going to be as big. The freebies that you're going to get from these are not going to be quite as big as, obviously, a 15-day value pack. But hey, free stuff is free stuff. Might as well take it, right? It's only going to take you a few seconds there to go ahead and enter these codes and get this free stuff sent right over to your mailbox. So if you haven't done it already, you might as well go for it. But I will say that these ones here, it's nothing game-changing. It's nothing account-changing or anything super insane that if you do miss out, it's not going to be too big of a deal. So anyway, that's that for the actual codes right there. Now, the next thing that I want to get into here is actually something with loyalty that came out with this week's update. And I want to tell you guys that this is definitely going to be something you want to consider using your loyalty on while the duration of this is going on. And let's actually head over to the loyalty shop for this. And we're going to go to the Pearl shop. We're going to go to loyalties right here. And you can see at the very top, this is a new addition that is temporarily going to be going for, at the time of me making this video, of course, the next 2 weeks. And basically what it is for 400 loyalty, you're going to end up getting 10 Cron Stones, 2 Valk's Cry, 2 Item Collection 60-minute scrolls, so 2 blue loot scrolls, and also an Awakened Fogan Chief summon scroll. Now, this thing right here is really good in particular. In my opinion, I mean, all the items are great, right? But the 2 loot scrolls that you get from this, that's 2 extra loot scrolls that you can get every single day if you end up buying this. Now, obviously, if you don't have a lot of loyalty saved up, then you won't be able to end up getting this every single day, because obviously it costs 400 loyalty and you get 200 loyalty each day. So you did have to have some loyalty saved up in order to continue buying this each day. If you are at absolutely zero, basically what that means is because you only get 200 loyalty a day, you'll be able to get this every other day. So what that actually means is a consideration to make in the future, unless there's something you're really trying to go for in the loyalty shop, like I am. If you're wondering why I'm saving up my loyalty, I'm actually going to wait one more day here because I am 6 loyalty away from what I've been saving up many months for, which is that Nader's Parchment, and this is the last one that I need. Those of you guys who watch the Twitch stream, you know I've been saving up for this for a while here. Twitch.tv/salt, where I do a whole bunch of enhancing, and this is a very specific item that is useful for lots and lots of enhancing. But you can end up getting one of these for free. You don't need to buy these in the pro shop. You don't need to buy the loyalty one. It's just because I do so much enhancing, I want to kind of be a completionist with it and get the last one that I need there. So once I end up getting that with my extra loyalty, I will be buying these for the duration of the event, and I definitely highly recommend it. So that loot scroll is really good. You know, extra loot scrolls is always nice, especially if you grind a lot. And also this Awakened Fogan Chief Summon Scroll is really useful as well. This is going to be a great way to get memory fragments, and memory fragments are very expensive right now. They might start to go down a little bit in price as this event is released, but you guys can see they're basically at an all-time peak here on the NA server. I don't know exactly what they're going to be at on EU, but I'd imagine they're going to be pretty similar, if not even more expensive, probably even more expensive on Southeast Asia. It seems like everything basically over there is even more expensive than on NA and EU, but you know, over 2 million each for these right now. Definitely going to want to take advantage of that Fogan Chief Scroll. And what you're going to want to do with these as well is you're not going to want to do it solo. You're going to want to try to find a group. And basically what you do with these is you go through a rotation. So you get a group together. You can use world chat, group chat. You can use the in-game party function as well, which if you go over to community, you go to find party. Some people use this. It's probably not used as much as it should be, but I try to use that to make my groups because it makes things a little bit easier. But you can always use the server chat, the group chat, the world chat, whatever chats have access to people. And essentially, people will be getting groups together for running rotations of these. And what you'll actually do is basically you'll bring a certain number of scrolls to the group, and so will everyone else. So it's usually like 5, 7, 10, sometimes 15, but it's usually, because this event only goes on for 14 days, it's probably going to be less than 14. I'd say like 5 to 10 or so. Everyone brings the same number, and then you all get a group together, you all go, and you each run through. So basically, you're not just getting the loot from your own scrolls, but you're getting the loot from everybody else's as well. And it is absolutely worth it for these Awakened Scrolls, as every single kill from one of these dudes is going to give you, I believe, 1 to 3 memory fragments per kill. It only takes a few seconds. Like, with the price of memory fragments, it's definitely worth doing these. So that's something you want to add to your daily list of things to do and purchase while the duration of the event is going on. And also a consideration to make is, because these are 400 loyalty, if they end up doing this again in the future and they go with a similar price, maybe it might not be a bad idea to afterwards save up some loyalty, just have a couple of extra thousand stockpiled, so that if they end up bringing it back with that similar 400 price, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to get this every single day and not have to wait 2 days to get the amount of loyalty if you basically run out, like the situation that I'm going to be in, unfortunately. But that's okay. I've been waiting for that Nader's Parchment. I've been saving up for that for a while, so that's kind of the main thing on my mind. But definitely this is worth it. Also, the other thing that's kind of worth it in this pile here before it goes away here, it's only got 7 days left, is the 5 individual loot scrolls for 1,000 loyalty. Now this is I would say if you have enough loot scrolls, then I would definitely prioritize this loyalty pack that's going on for the next 2 weeks, because it has 2 loot scrolls for 400, which is 200 each for the loot scrolls. But on top of that, you also get the Awakened Frogan Scroll, you get the Valk's Cry, and you get Cronstones. And this right here, you could see that it's 5 loot scrolls for 1,000 loyalty. So you're still paying that 200 loyalty per loot scroll, but you miss out on all the extra stuff. So you can see that this would definitely take priority there. But I wanted to point those out because it's been a little while since we've had an event like this, and usually these help out with the memory fragment prices a little bit. So if you guys have been not very happy about the memory fragment prices like I have, I obviously do a lot of enhancing, so it's a big item for me to keep an eye on. Hopefully this will help drag the prices of memory fragments down a little bit, but either way, like when memory fragments are 2 million each, this is something you want to consider taking advantage of for sure. Now, the last thing that I want to bring up here is actually, I want to turn a question to you guys here, especially towards the start of this update. It's only been a couple hours. I'm putting this video out pretty early. You guys can see it's bright and early where I am, and this is usually not a time that you'll find me at the camera, either streaming or making a video. I'm kind of a bit of a vampire myself, so it's usually big news if that's the case, and it is definitely big news. And what I've already been able to gather here from this update, guys, that Caphras change is absolutely huge. And I want to ask you guys, those of you who have done any grinding at the start of this patch, if it's only been a few hours at the time of me uploading this video, but obviously it's a YouTube video. As time goes on, more time will have elapsed, and I'll be able to gather more feedback from you guys and more kind of comments on what do you guys think about this change? How many Caphras are you actually getting? Because they mentioned that they were aiming for that benchmark of 5 to 10 per hour in pre-Valencia, and I want to actually share with you guys, I did an hour of very casual grinding, and I'll tell you that it was definitely not a fully focused hour. I did have a loot scroll. I did not have any other buffs, and I want to just show you guys the loot that I actually got from that hour. It was on my seasonal character as well, and you could see right there that now Massive Pure Magic also drops in I don't know if it's every zone, but it drops in most zones. So in an hour of grinding, and again, this was casual, I was not fully focused, I had to stop for a few minutes, run to the restroom, grab a drink. I was chilling in some other Twitch live streams, so if I were to fully focus, it would probably be even better than this here. But you could see that I got 4 Massive Pure Magic in an hour in a Hadum non-Elvia spot. This was a lower level, like 150 to 200 AP spot on my seasonal character. That's new. And 31 Caphras stones. Holy moly, that is absolutely insane. Wow, like that's 1 Caphras stone every 2 minutes, not even at full focus farming. What do you guys think about this update? Like, do you think that this is appropriate? Do you think it's maybe a little overboard? I know that the life skillers are really not going to be happy about this, and life skillers have, life skilling has taken a big hit with the last few updates that have been really fully grind focused and farming focused, like killing mobs focused. Maybe they'll get back to the life skilling updates later on, but it seems like lately they've really been picking a theme of going with streamlining the grinding, farming, killing monsters aspect of the game as much as possible. So unfortunately what that means is this is another blow to gathering and life skilling, as getting Caphras stones from gathering was one of their solid sources of making silver, and now it looks like grinding is very, very competitive, not even better than that. Hard to really say, like, maybe this was just a very lucky hour for me, but man, 30 in 1 hour, not fully focused on my seasonal character who's just in Tuvala gear. Holy moly, that is crazy. And what do you guys think about this update so far? So they said they were aiming for that benchmark of 5 to 10. I'd say maybe that was without the accounting for loot scrolls or loot buffs. We obviously have that 50% loot event going on right now as well. So, that's going to inflate the Caphras number a little bit while this event is going on for sure. But let me know what you guys think about all of this. And with that being said, that's going to be it for the video for now. Obviously, this is a big update. Lots to get into, lots to go over. Very exciting. Big changes for sure. And I'm going to leave it here for now, though. And that's going to be it for the video. So I'll see you guys all very soon. Check out the Twitch live stream, twitch.tv/salt. And until next time, everyone, have a good day. Enjoy the update. Take care, everyone.